For centuries and continents, has any creature been more of an omen of foreboding than the black cat? What is this creature that crosses our path? A symbol of misfortune? The familiar to a witch? Beware this frightful feline which prowls the shadows. In its dread countenance we find doom. Welcome to the season finale of Professor Winter's Library of Horrors. I, of course, am your host, Professor Alistair Winters, and this is my Library of Horrors, where once a week this year you have been aiding me in the selection of what dread tale we will tell by exploring the archive of arcane artifacts. This week we have but one artifact left, and perhaps I can think of no better tale to lead us into the night of nights, Halloween. For what better omen is there than that of the black cat itself? And it is this beautiful feline which will lead us into perhaps my favorite era of cinema, pre-code cinema. The era known as pre-code horror dates from 1929, when sound was widely adopted into movie making, to mid-1934, when the Hays Code was implemented. The Hays Code is essentially a complex morality clause dictating what could and could not be shown in films, affecting both content and narrative. Movies that are considered pre-code often contain more nudity, sexuality, violence, and so-called moral ambiguity than one would expect from a traditional old film. Tonight's film is a 1934 Universal classic, pairing off two of the juggernauts of the screen at the time, Boris Karloff and Bela Lugosi, both fresh off the success of their respective horror classics. Tonight's feature is also one of the first to contain an almost continuous score, a compilation of classical works. So on this night, this All Hallows Eve's Eve, sleep well knowing that you have saved the Library of Horrors itself and perhaps the world. And thank you for enjoying another fright-filled film festival and exploring the archive of arcane artifacts. Beware what may cross your path this night. Directed by Edgar G. Ulmer and written by Peter Ruric. Prepare yourself for this Universal Studios 1934 pre-code horror classic, starring the masters of terror themselves, Boris Karloff and Bela Lugosi. Prepare yourself to meet the Black